I know there hasn't been a lot of videos posted on my main channel lately because recently I just got back from doing my first day of a new job. Woohoo to me. I can now get paid, except I can't always be on the screen full time. So mostly gonna do that on the weekends, but I'm gonna be on vacation for Dia de los Muertos, so that's that too. I wanted to make this video to get it out of my chest because the amount of videos that I have made about the furry fandom has gotten me the same response from any video that could be regarded of, like, let's say Las Vegas FurCon, where they gotta up the age to 21 plus, or just me being glad that I'm no longer in the furry fandom, which is almost an hour, almost half an hour long. I do suggest you guys to watch it. And they keep pointing the finger at me that I am the problem when I'm not. I mean, sure, I do sound like a furry hater with the way I'm making these videos, but it wasn't even my intention. It was more of a form to bring abroad of this issue and situation. And if the furry fandom will continuously say that this community needs to change, if your words come first, your actions should follow. Because if you're making these baseless promises on your social medias without any involvement of yourself to make this change to the community, you sound more of a follower than a leader, just so you could get your name noticed for, like, what, 2,000 likes, 100 comments. And sure, I may sound like I'm talking out of my own ass, but this is a repetitive cycle I've seen anytime there is a problem or any form of drama that involves with this community. Sure, I can ignore it, but then when there's something that I dislike, I make a video about it to let it out, naturally. And I have been in the furry fandom before. I even made a whole video about it, why I didn't like joining in. I even got a comment saying that I should be respectful with the words I'm choosing. I don't need to be respectful. I just need to be honest. If you don't want to listen, that's up to you. If you don't want to believe me, that's also up to you. What I'm saying is from my experience, and you choose to believe it. The amount of influencers in this community, whether they're animators, they're artists, or just cosplayers in general, or content creators on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok, it's really hard to believe that they're an influence when they're leading the wrong path for the younger side of the furry community, who, in my honest opinion, don't even have the age to think for themselves yet. When I was 16 in the community way back in, I think it was 2021 or 2022, I saw 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds post pictures about their legs, like with no pants, just like those shorts and like those long socks that go from your feet all the way to your knees, wearing skirts. Now listen to me, there's nothing wrong with finding yourself. What's wrong is letting yourself become available on the internet and having internet access by yourself without being at the age of consent. For example, this animator called Juno and Max, who makes these animations that are widely suggestive, subliminally suggestive, posting this on Twitter, which are most likely going to get away with it, and YouTube, despite the COPPA Act, which is an acronym for Children's Organization Privacy Protection Act. If I remember that correctly, if not, I'm going to put it on the screen so I can correct myself. He posted this recent video about Fanboy Hooters, an animatronic form of the Boy Kisser meme in the Fanboy Hooters animation short. Obviously, he's gonna get away with it because YouTube's moderation team just does not give a shit. Listen, if the YouTube moderation team gave a shit about these animations, and this is not just the furry fandom, okay? I'm well aware there's other animators that posted this shit. The point that I'm trying to make is that if there's furries in the community that are going to say that we need to be better than this, they need to become a better example instead of becoming a bad example to avoid. Again, I'm not a furry hater. I'm more of the messenger. If I'm addressing the problem and you're pissed off about it, you're mad at the wrong person. And that also goes to the furries that have served their country. I would like to say thank you for your service. But if this video somehow pissed you off, I am the least threatening thing throughout your many years of combat experience. If a mean comment on your Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok was the breaking point for your mental health, I honestly don't think you should have a social media. I honestly think that posting yourself as a furry and someone that works for the military is just a double mental homicide for your mental health. And I mean this in the honest way possible. Just don't use social media altogether, okay? Matter of fact, use it for your friends, for your family. Just don't become a content creator altogether. There's nothing wrong with joining the military and becoming a furry at the same time. It's just that I find it ridiculous. You survived Hell Week, and your breaking point was mean comments of furry haters under your posts. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? And despite the words that are coming out of my mouth, I'm more seen as the villain rather than somebody sending a message. I'm not asking for a problem. I am asking for a solution. And when there's a solution, there's respect. And when there's respect, there's equality. And when there's equality, there's peace. That's all I'm looking for. But I'm seen as the bad guy, am I? Now, to end this video, you have three options. You either believe them, yourself, or me. And regardless of which one you choose, you better stand on it.